Hi, or welcome to my random channel. Today I'm going to be doing two things, well, three technically, and two of these things are going to be in every video I do from here on out, for the most part. Unless it's a rant, that's going to be different. I love to get my rant on. So I'm going to have a colour of the day and a phrase of the day. So the colour of the day is going to be a colour that I feel most represents me every day, and the phrase of the day is going to be a phrase from my dictionary of psychology. So the phrase will be at the end of this video. So the colour I'm going to do today is red. Red is the single most dynamic and passionate colour. It symbolises love, rage and courage, demanding attention. Rage has great emotional impact. Those who select red are aggressive, impulsive and strive for success. The desire to experience the fullness of living leads to constant activity. That is one of the many meanings for the colour red. Now I will have multiple colours. I'm an artist. I like to do art, which means I will pick a colour from my paints, because I have the actual names. But today what we're actually doing in this video is I'm going to be reading a chapter from Dean Koontz's Ashley Bell. I mentioned I was reading it and I finished it last night, so I'm going to be rereading it. That's my dad, he's sneezing. I'm going to be rereading it on camera with you guys. So I hope you're all sitting comfortably and able to sit around for a little while. Once again, recording with a mic and my camera. And can you be quiet? I get he's ill, but really, that's obnoxious. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can hear him because I only have one headphone in. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit quiet, but I do have a mic. I'm not going to be looking at the camera for the majority of this video, and if I pull my hood up, I'm sorry. I will do my best to keep my voice at a volume where I can be heard. Dean Koontz's Ashley Bell, the girl who said no to death. I'm going to read the back, and then we're going to move on to the first chapter. And if you like it, I'm going to read through the entirety of the first chapter here, or the first thing. If you like it, I will read more next time. I suppose. I think I'm going to do it on a Sunday thing, because Sundays are chill days, and it's Sunday where I am in the world right now. Okay. The only girl who can save her has no idea who she is. Bibi Blair is a fierce, funny, dauntless young woman, whose doctor says she has 1 year to live. She replies, "We'll see." Her sudden recovery is a medical miracle. An enigmatic woman, I think that's how you say it, I don't know, convinces Bibi that she escaped death so she can save someone else. Someone named Ashley Bell. But who is Ashley Bell, and what exactly does she need saving from? Bibi's obsession with finding Ashley sends her on the run from threats both mystical and worldly, including a rich and charismatic cult leader with terrifying ambitions. My copy is well loved. It's a worn copy. Alright. Okay. Number 1, the woman who intended to marry a hero. Act 1, the woman who intended to marry a hero. Chapter 1, the girl whose mind was always spinning. The year that Bibi Blair turned 10, which was 12 years before death came calling on her, so she was 22 when she died, when she was supposed to die, the sky was a grim vault of sorrow nearly every day from January through mid-March, and the angels cried down flood after flood upon Southern California. So this book's based in America. That was how she described it in her diary. The sorrowing sky, the days and nights washed by the grief of angels, though she didn't speculate on the cause of their celestial distress. Even then, she was writing short stories in addition to keeping a diary. In the rainy winter, her simple narratives were all about a dog named Jasper, whose cruel master had abandoned him on the storm-swept beach of South San Francisco. In each of those little fictions, Jasper, a grey and black Mongol, found a new home, but at the end of every tale, his haven proved impermanent for one reason or another. Determined to keep his spirits high, good Jasper travelled southwards hundreds of miles in search of his forever home. Bibi was a happy child, a stranger to melancholy. Therefore, it seemed odd to her then, and for years after, that she should write multiple woeful episodes about a lonely, beleaguered, I don't know, mutt, whose search for love was never more than briefly fulfilled. Understanding didn't come to her until her 22nd birthday. In one sense, everyone is a magpie. Bibi was one, but she didn't know it then. Much time would pass before she recognised some of the truths that she hidden away in her magpie heart. The magpie, a bird with a striking pied plumage and long tail, often hoards objects that strike its significance: buttons, bits of string, twists of ribbons, colourful beads, fragments of broken glass. Having concealed these treasures from the world, the magpie builds a new nest the following year and forgets where its treasure trove is located. Therefore, having hidden its collection even from itself, the bird starts a new one. People hide truths about themselves from themselves. Such self-deception is a coping mechanism. And to one extent or another, most people begin deceiving themselves when they're children. That sudden winter when she was 10, Bibi lived with her parents in a small bungalow in Corona del Mar, a picturesque neighbourhood of Newport Beach. Although they were just 3 blocks from the Pacific, they had no ocean view. The first Saturday in April, she was home alone, sitting in a rocking chair on the front porch of the quaint shingled house as warm rain streamed down through the palm trees. And the fiscuses, as it sizzled on the black top like a hot oil in a griddle. She was not a child who lazed around. Her mind remained always busy, spinning. She had a yellow-lined tablet and a collection of pencils with which she was composing yet another instalment in the saga of Lonesome Jasper. Movement at the periphery of her vision caused her to look up, whereupon she discovered a soaked and weary dog ascending the sidewalk from the distant sea. At 10, her sense of wonder had not yet been worn thin, and she sensed that a surprising turn of events was about to occur. In the grip of an agreeable expectation, she put down the tablet and the pencil and rose from the chair. Then went to the head of the porch steps. The dog looked nothing like the lonely mongrel in her series. The bedraggled golden retriever halted where the bungalow walkway met the public sidewalk. Girl and beast regarded each other. She called to him, "Here, boy, here." He needed to be coaxed, but eventually he approached the forks and climbed the steps. Bibi stooped to his level to peer into his eyes, which were as golden as his coat. "You stink." The retriever yawned, as if his stinkiness was old news to him. "I think I'm going to like this dog." He wore a cracked and filthy leather collar. No licence tag dangled from it. There wasn't one of those name and phone number plates riveted to it, which a responsible owner should have provided. Bibi led the dog off to the porch through the rain. Around the side of the house, into a brick-paved 30-foot square courtyard flanked by stuccoed privacy walls and property lines to the east and west. To the south stood a 2-car garage that opened into an alleyway. Exterior steps rose to a small balcony, an apartment above the garage. Bibi avoided glancing up at those windows. She told the retriever to wait on the back porch while she went into the house. He surprised by being there when she returned, with 2 beach towels, shampoo, a hairdryer, and a hairbrush. He ran with her across the courtyard, out of the rain, and into the garage. After she turned on the lights, after she took the stained and mud-crusted collar from around the neck, she saw something she had not previously noted. She considered dropping the collar in the garbage can, burying it under other trash, but she knew that would be wrong. Instead, she opened a drawer in the cabinet beside her father's workbench, took one of several chamois cloths from his supply, and wrapped the collar in it. A sound issued in the apartment overhead, a brief, hard clatter. Startled, Bibi looked at the garage ceiling, where the open 4x6 joists were festooned with spider architecture. She thought she heard a low and angry voice too. After listening intensely for half a minute, she told herself she must have imagined it. Between the 2 of the joists, backlit by a bare dust-coated bulb in a white ceramic socket, a fat spider danced from string to string, plucking its silken harp in a music beyond human hearing. Bibi thought of Charlotte the spider, who saved Wilbur the pig, her friend, in E.B. White's book, Charlotte's Web. For a moment, Bibi was all but unaware of the garage as an image rose in her mind, and became more real to her than reality. Hundreds of tiny young spiders, Charlotte's offspring, fresh from her egg sac many weeks after her sad death, standing on their heads and pointing their spinnerets to the sky, letting loose small clouds of fine silk. The clouds formed into miniature balloons, and the baby spiders become airborne. Wilbur the pig is overcome with wonder and delight, but also with sadness, while he watches the aerial armada sail away to far places, wishing them well, but sorry to be deprived of this last connection to his lost friend, Charlotte. I think there's a little bit more in this chapter, guys, so bear with me. With a thin whine and a soft bark, the dog brought Bibi back to reality of the garage. Later, after the retriever had been washed and dried and brushed, during a break in the rain, Bibi took him into the house. When she showed him the small bedroom that was hers, she said, Mum and Dad don't blow their tops when they see you, then you'll sleep here with me. The dog watched with interest as Bibi dragged a cardboard box out of the closet. It contained books that wouldn't fit on the already heavily laden shelves flanking her bed. She rearranged the volumes to create a hollow in which she inserted the chamois-wrapped collar before returning the box to the closet. "Your name is Olaf," she informed the retriever, and he reacted to this christening by wagging his tail. "Olaf. Someday, I'll tell you why." In the meantime, Bibi forgot about the collar because she wanted to forget. 9 years would pass before she discovered it at the bottom of that box of books, and when she found it, she folded the chamois around it once more and sought a new place in which to conceal it. And that was the first chapter of Ashley Bell. Now, this might annoy some of you, but I dog in my pages, which means I fold down the very corner of a page to help me remember where I am. And this annoys people. It annoys my dad. That's the front page of the book. I love the cover. This is not sponsored or anything like that. So that's the end of the first chapter. I hope you enjoyed listening to me read. Okay, so our dictionary psychology thing of the day. Give me a minute. There's a preface and all sorts. We need to get into the actual dictionary. Okay. Page 1. Number 1. I'm sorry if I say, to anyone who speaks French, if I offend you by saying this wrong, I'm sorry, but I don't speak French. Well, I know a little bit. I can say bonjour, and I can only say that because it's on my t-shirt. My jumper says bonjour weekend, hello weekend. Okay. Abassement du nerveux mental. If I say that wrong, I'm sorry. You can correct me in the comments with the correct pronunciation if you want. I really care. I'm sorry if I said it wrong to any French people. In analytical psychology, a reduced state of concentration and attention, accompanied by a loosening of inhibitions and relaxations of restraints, in which unexpected contents may emerge from the unconscious. It usually occurs spontaneously, but can be deliberately encouraged in preparation for active imagination. Carl Gustav Jung, born 1875, died 1961, borrowed the term from his teacher, the French psychologist and neurologist Pierre Janet. Born 1859, died in 1947, French. And then here it says French, literally the reduction of mental level. So that was our video, I guess, for today. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. This was actually kind of fun. I really enjoyed this. So yeah, I'm going to have a pop-up playlist pop-up that will be my Ashley Bell series. If you guys want another video, I'm going to record them anyway, whether you want them or not. They're going to show up because I want to do it. It's fun. And I don't read out loud enough. So that was fun. I'm going to do some yoga now. And then I'm going to rest because it's kind of late and I'm kind of tired. So, bye.